Hey Glassgang, thanks for tuning in. This is an update to my tanky infinite VATS build, a video that I put out recently talking about the possibilities of infinite VATS with the Conductors mod. If you stay until the end of the video, I'll show you how it performs against the EN06 Guardian solo. But first, I want to show you how it performs against this snake because it's quite impressive. I spent the majority of the day optimizing this build. Every piece of it is crucial and important, but once set up you won't need buffs or consumables at all to crit every other shot and stay in VATS infinitely. This is the weapon I'll be using. The mods on it are crucial for reducing AP costs. What you're seeing is something we've been wanting for a long time on the channel, an infinite VATS build. I haven't used coffee at all, and you're gonna see that throughout this video I don't use coffee at all. I don't even use Nuka Dark. I don't use any buffs for this build. I just jump in my armor and this is the results. Ever since the servers came up, I spent the day re-optimizing this build so that not only do I not need coffee or sunshine oil anymore, but I no longer need Nuka Dark. No luck, no problem. And I also don't need stim packs anymore. Don't worry, if you're running a build that you are still running Nuka Dark with, that's fine. In fact, that's the best option, because the higher your AP costs, the more max AP you're gonna need. The way Conductors works is it returns 5% of your max AP and HP every time you crit. And with this build, I'm critting every second shot. That's this meter. With this build, it's gonna refill so fast you have to hold Y. There's no point in spamming it, you're gonna miss out on crit damage. You have to hold Y the whole time you're in VATS to make the most out of this build. I guess it's a great time to mention that all of my builds on the channel that I've posted are all max AP builds or have high AP. And so they've all been around 400 to 500 or more max AP, meaning you can probably just throw Conductors on and run it right now. So test it out, see what you're at before you make any changes. Speaking of changes, this is what the build looks like now. I run a 3-star blocker, 3-star lock and load, 3-star expert heavy gunner, 3-star heavy gunner, 3-star master heavy gunner. Under perception I have 2-star refractor, a 2-star awareness, 3-star concentrated fire, and a 1-star green thumb. Under endurance I have 2-star rejuvenated, and this is a new card. The benefits of being well fed or hydrated further increase when you have less than 10% rads. 1-star starch genes, 3-star fireproof, 4-star bullet shield, a 1-star thirst quencher, 1-star natural resistance, 1-star iron stomach, and 2-star life giver. Under charisma I have 1-star strange in numbers for when I'm on a team, 2-star tenderizer, 3-star suppressor, and 3-star team medic. Under intelligence I have power armor user, stabilized, 2-star batteries included. Under agility I have 3-star action girl, 3-star enforcer because I use a pepper shaker to cripple the queen and make her land at SBQ, so that's an optional card. I have a quad crit 90 reduced weight so I can just keep it on me. And so it forces her to land, it's really good for that. And this allows me to not have to run any cards under luck for crippling, because one gun army is usually the crippling card for that. So yeah, you can remove that and put on whatever you like. Just do not put dodgy. If you run dodgy with this build, it'll completely ruin the build. And since the pepper shaker is classified as a shotgun, this card does work with it, so I don't have to spec my crippling or stagger under luck. It allows me to run more crit perk cards. 3-star bloody mess, 3-star better criticals, 1-star ricochet, 1-star 4-leaf clover, 3-star class freak, 1-star curator, 3-star critical savvy. If you're just gonna run stage 1, then I recommend this setup: legendary endurance 4-star, legendary luck 4-star, legendary strength 4-star, and electrical absorption 4-star, legendary perception 4-star, and legendary agility 4-star. I've actually dropped electrical absorption and funky duds altogether to replace it with taking one for the team. Whenever I'm on a team, I'm usually always in a public world. Unless I'm filming stuff, then I'm in my private or custom. But if you plan on running the snake, funky duds might be your best option. It does help with the poison damage quite a bit. Now let's have a look at the most important part of this whole build, the armor set. This is my legendary power armor. It is a 4-star Vulcan power armor set. Overeaters, +2 agility, through hiker, limit breaking. Every piece matches, except I have a 2-star powered mod on the chest. It also benefits from the 25% AP regen rate and 25% fusion core duration set bonus that the Vulcan armor set provides. The reason I'm running +2 agility on all pieces except the chest is to have max AP density. so that I have enough AP to sustain my Gatplaz's demands. Every piece matches except for the chest piece. It does have a 2-star powered mod instead of +2 agility to increase its AP refresh speed. So this is where you should be with these stats, with your perk card loadout, standing in power armor while on a team with these active mutations. But right now I'm solo on my team, so there's no mutated members on my team. As you can see, these are the mutations I'm running: Bird Bones, Eagle Eyes, Herbivore, Herd Mentality, Marsupial, and Speed Demon Serum. The only food that I'm running and that I recommend running, but it is completely optional, is Blight Soup. This just adds 100% more crit damage, but it is completely optional. The build does not need it to crit or stay in VATS, and you can still kill the EN06 in around 3 minutes without Blight Soup. But besides that, as you can see, no bobbleheads, no magazines, no chems active, nothing. There's a very specific reason why we need these stats though. It's because of the way Conductors works. So the Conductors perk is a weapon mod that deals critical hits, restore 5% of health and action points for player and teammates within a 50-foot radius. It is the 4-star mod on this Gatplaz. Other significant changed mods are the fact that I'm not using the calibrated receiver. I'm using the prime receiver, and instead of the stinging core receptacle, I'm using the swift core receptacle. This brings my AP cost from 13 down to 8, effectively nearly cutting it in half. With the limit breaking mods on the armor set and the way the perk card loadout is set up, you will be critting every second shot. And since my Gatplaz uses 8 action points per shot, it means I'll need at least 16 AP to return. So how do we find out how much max AP we need? It's actually very simple. Just pull out your calculator on your phone and then take the number that your AP cost is. Mine is 8 times 2 equals 16. Then you want to take that number and divide it by 0.05. This is how much max AP you'll need to stay in VATS infinitely with that weapon. Okay, let's try another. Let's say your Gatplaz has the other mods that I showed with an AP cost of 13. 13 times 2 is 26, so take 26, divide that by 0.05, and it equals 520. That means you need 520 max AP minimum to start having a good time in Infinite VATS with your Gatplaz if you have the calibrated receiver and stinging core receptacle. I was getting carried away and forgot to show you the special points you need to invest in the build. You need 10 in strength, 3 in perception, 10 endurance, 9 charisma, 8 intelligence, 6 agility, and 10 luck. Now let's see how it can do solo up against the EN06 Guardian. So yeah, let's have a look at the weapon again real quick. Furious, rapid, VATS optimized Conductors. The 5% AP and HP regen is gonna be very noticeable here because you take really high damage, which means I'll lose a lot of HP, but because my HP is so high and the 5% HP return is based off the 554, it means the Conductors mod with this build will return 28 HP per critical, making it a lot more effective at healing me than the Vampires mod or a Stimpack. I'm not sure what happened here. Somebody turned on the lights. We're just gonna go with it. The reason why I have 400 AP instead of exactly 320 is because I want to be able to make more AP than what I'm using. And this build does exactly that. It generates more AP than it uses. One thing I've noticed when fighting the EN06 today is you have to wait until he's fully spawned in and his shield spawns in before you start VATSing, or else the criticals don't register and they don't return AP, and you'll just drain out all your AP right before the fight starts. That's infinite AP return. No coffee, no nuka dark, no problem. Look at it, it doesn't want to come down at all. It's just staying right at the top of the AP bar. It acts just like coffee or using sunshine oil, but without it. And yeah, I don't have to worry about my luck at all either. And that's because I have limit breaking. Now, if you're running the rejuvenated build that I had on the last video, the video where I talked about the possibilities of infinite VATS, that build still works with a nuka dark build. But in order to get those crits every other shot, you would still need to do the nuka dark. So that's why I would recommend running it that way. The reason I set up this updated guide this way is to show people a lazy version of the build that doesn't need any buffs. You just jump in the power armor and you go. You have infinite VATS. I mean it, guys, there's no buffs. You really don't need to do the Blight soup. You just have to remember to hold Y or triangle or spacebar if you're on PC so that you crit every second shot. You won't have time to spam it. This build is set up to crit so fast you can't spam it. You'll have to hold the button down in order to achieve these similar damage results. In the coming days, I'll be putting out infinite VATS builds for bloodied builds for the raids as well, and higher max AP builds that do rely on buffs for those that want to see it. 2 minutes solo, no glitch, no coffee, no nuka dark, no problem. I want to give a massive shout out to the Glassgang who support the channel weekly by commenting and liking on the streams and on the content. It means a lot to me, guys. You guys are so supportive. Also, check out the links in the description if you're looking for a community to play with. I left our Discord link and also the Glassgang membership link if you want to see your name on the official Glassgang roster. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Miss Glass, and I'll see you in the next one. GG!